Do you know that racism in the United States did not start yesterday? It is a problem with deep roots in the history of that nation. Starting from the 1600s, black people from Africa were forcibly brought to the United States as slaves, working on large plantations. This system was not built by one person, but was strengthened by merchants, European colonizers, and laws that separated people based on race. After slavery was officially abolished in 1865, discrimination did not end. Instead, it evolved into a new system of oppression. The laws, known as Jim Crow laws, continued to segregate black and white people in schools, buses, restaurants, and even residential areas. Tupac Shakur was born in 1971, long after slavery had ended, but he grew up in a society that still felt the effects of discrimination. His family was involved in the movement to advocate for the rights of black people, a fact that was clearly reflected in the message of his music. During that period, many black people were denied basic rights, discriminated against at work, and faced greater challenges than white people. Despite these difficult circumstances, black people did not accept the situation silently. They began to organize strategies to demand their rights. So, who led these struggles? In the next section, we will discuss the prominent leaders who changed the history of the United States. We will examine how Martin Luther King Jr. and others fought against racial discrimination through peaceful and influential means. Join us in the second part to see how their struggle was able to bring about significant changes in American society. In the 1950s, the streets of America ignited. Black citizens, exhausted by systemic exclusion, finally took to the hot asphalt. They marched in disciplined lines, locking arms while facing down the terrifying spray of fire hoses and the snarls of police dogs. The air was heavy with the scent of change and the weight of history. Martin Luther King Jr. stood before the masses at the Lincoln Memorial. He gripped the podium, his voice echoing across the mall, declaring his dream of a nation where character outweighed skin color. Meanwhile, in the crowded halls of Harlem, Malcolm X pointed a firm finger at the crowd, demanding immediate self-reliance and an unapologetic pride in black identity. Two paths, one singular goal. The pressure reached the halls of Congress. Legislators signed the Civil Rights Act, dismantling legal barriers. Yet, as the ink dried, the reality on the ground remained jagged. Families still faced closed doors and silent prejudice in their own neighborhoods. The struggle shifted from the courtroom to the block. A new generation picked up the torch, carrying microphones instead of signs. The rhythm of the streets changed. Hip-hop rose as a weapon of truth, where artists like Tupac Shakur turned lyrics into a manifesto for a generation that refused to be silenced.